Alana McMillian.
I'm Casey Oliver.
Courtney Chadney.
We're here to tell you guys about some of our first experiences as Houston Aces.
So preseason's come to a conclusion. You've had your first season game. Tell me a little bit about kind of your experience the last 2 months.
This last 2 months, well, I think we've had plenty of time to bond. Preseason allowed us a lot of time to do that, and I feel like the chemistry has really developed.
I think the chemistry off the field is
Amazing.
and on the field we're finally starting to get the rhythm. This weekend I thought we found a bit more rhythm than we've had.
Tell me a little bit about that, traveling and then having to play a game. You all will return home soon.
Traveling to a game is definitely a bit more difficult than actually playing at home because of the airplane dehydration, sleeping not in your own bed, and different things like that, which make it a
Hydration, you can't drink as much water when you're traveling on a plane because you don't want to use the airplane bathrooms because you can only get up so many times. And then you have to travel in vans to drive places, and you can't stop every 5 minutes because you have to wait for a gas station.
Although I do usually make them stop every 15
Yes.
to 30 because little people have small bladders, and I'm a little person and I have a small bladder. So.
She's not lying.
But other than that, I think traveling is really cool because we get to see a lot of really cool places. Like we were in FC Indiana this weekend, and it's home of Notre Dame. So we got to see it a little bit, not as close as we would have liked, but we got to see a little bit of it.
We got to drive through Chicago too. Cool, see the skyline and everything.
See the Willis Tower.
So traveling has its perks, but it's definitely takes a little bit of a toll on your body and such when you're trying to play the game.
And you get to eat at like these cool like mom and pop restaurants. Like last night we went to a little pizzeria, and it was like all homey and decked out with like
Rocco's.
the hometown feel. Yeah.
This was the first game where you all got to wear your season kits, and tell me what was going through your mind when you saw your last names across those jerseys for the first time.
I was so ecstatic. I've never played with my last name across a jersey like this, and I was really, really proud to not only represent the Aces on the field, but also like my family and me.
That's a great answer because I felt the same way. I was so happy. Like when we got our jerseys, I was like, "Oh my gosh, my last name's on the back! Like this is awesome!" And I mean, my last name's kind of cool, so I thought it was even better.
I went back to the hotel room and I'm on Instagram and I look and Yoli had Instagrammed her jersey before the game. I hope not on the side.
After.
You can see a little bit of the sweat stain.
But I was like, when did she take this picture? Because we got our jerseys like on the field. So, but yeah, I was super pumped. It made me like have this surge of adrenaline, and I just really wanted to go out there and tear up the field. And then there was also like this side of me that was really scared because I just got married, and instead of putting my husband's last name on my jersey, I put my own because I've never had it before. So I was like, oh, this needs to be Chadney. So yeah, I'm probably gonna pay for that later.
So I see you have honey badgers with you. Who are these two honey badgers, and what are their names? What do they symbolize?
This is Daisy.
Darwin.
And Darwin kind of got his name because it was after Charles Darwin, who developed the theories of adaptability and survival of the fittest, which is kind of the same thing that a honey badger represents, which is what our team wants to represent as well.
It's our mottos, our creeds.
So these are little
mini
representations
divas.
of Diva.
Yeah, Diva's our big mascot.